Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First run now for Kyren Williams. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. David Ojabo running in to take him down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. Shakes off the sack. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Back to throw now on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here now, 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Hard to forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And the the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Back to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down and 6 now. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. On play action, they'll throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before break. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action. Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went right there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Daniels. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. St. Brown motioning left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 11 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
3rd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. George Pickens, 79 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Fairbairn able to put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Daniels. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Daniels going to throw for it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Share AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little.